What if I told you that in the vast cosmic clouds we call nebulae, creatures the size of continents might be drifting through space, completely undetected? Space whales, anyone? Today we're diving deep into one of the most mind-bending questions in speculative science. Let's explore what might be possible in our infinite universe. If space whales existed, they'd need to be fundamentally different from any life we know. We're talking about creatures that could span hundreds of kilometers. Their biology would be unlike anything on Earth. Instead of water-based cells, they might use exotic matter or plasma-based structures. Rather than hunting for food, these magnificent beings would feast on the universe itself, absorbing stardust, cosmic radiation, and the very fabric of space-time. Nebulae would be their perfect habitat. These cosmic nurseries contain all the raw materials needed for exotic life forms. The temperature variations and magnetic fields in nebulae could provide the perfect conditions for creatures adapted to the vacuum of space. These cosmic leviathans would drift through space with unimaginable grace, riding solar winds and magnetic field lines like currents in an ocean. They might migrate between nebulae, following cosmic currents that span light years, taking centuries to complete a single journey. Their feeding would be a sight to behold. Massive filter-feeding organs processing millions of tons of cosmic material every day. How would creatures separated by light years communicate? Perhaps through gravitational waves, creating songs that ripple through space-time itself. Imagine whale songs that take decades to travel from sender to receiver, carrying messages across the galaxy. This isn't pure fantasy. Life on Earth has shown us that organisms can survive in the most extreme conditions imaginable. Scientists have discovered microorganisms that can survive in the vacuum of space, radiation that would kill most life forms, and temperatures near absolute zero. If microscopic life can survive in space, what's to stop evolution from creating something larger, more complex, over billions of years? Theoretical physics gives us tools to imagine life based on exotic matter, dark energy, or even quantum fields rather than traditional chemistry. Space is far from empty. It's filled with energy sources that could potentially sustain massive life forms, from stellar radiation to cosmic background radiation. The discovery of space whales would fundamentally change how we see our place in the universe. We'd no longer be alone, and we'd no longer be the largest life forms we know of. These creatures would dwarf not just individual humans, but entire cities, countries, even continents. We'd be like bacteria compared to blue whales. It would force us to reconsider consciousness, intelligence, and what it means to be alive in a universe far stranger than we ever imagined. The technology needed to study space whales would revolutionize our understanding of physics, biology, and engineering. Our approach to space exploration would change completely. Instead of looking for planets like Earth, we'd be searching for signs of life in the most unlikely places. So how would we detect space whales if they existed? Current telescopes might have already captured evidence without us realizing it. Astronomers have detected unexplained movements in nebula gas, unusual magnetic field patterns, and energy signatures that don't match known physics. With artificial intelligence analyzing vast amounts of cosmic data, we might discover patterns that suggest organized biological activity on a cosmic scale. Future space telescopes could be designed specifically to detect the signatures of cosmic life, gravitational anomalies, organized magnetic fields, or even bioluminescence on a galactic scale. Gravitational wave detectors might pick up rhythmic patterns that could be the heartbeats or songs of creatures larger than solar systems. If space whales exist, they might be part of a galaxy-wide ecosystem we've never imagined, with life existing at every possible scale and in every possible environment. The universe itself might be more alive than we ever dreamed, with consciousness and intelligence woven into the very fabric of space and time. These creatures would operate on evolutionary timescales that span billions of years, making human civilization seem like a brief moment in their ancient lives. What would first contact with a space whale be like? How do you communicate with a creature whose thoughts might take centuries to form? Perhaps they've been aware of us all along, watching our small blue planet with the same curiosity we might feel observing an anthill. Whether space whales exist or not, the very possibility expands our imagination and reminds us that the universe is far stranger and more wonderful than we can possibly comprehend. This is what makes us human, our ability to look up at the stars and imagine impossible things. to dream of life in forms we've never seen. Every day we discover new exoplanets, new forms of matter, new possibilities for life. Who knows what incredible creatures might be waiting for us to find them? So the next time you see an image of a nebula, let your imagination run wild. What if those cosmic clouds are home to creatures beyond our wildest dreams? The universe is vast, ancient, and full of possibilities we're only beginning to explore. And that, my friends, is the most exciting thought of all. Keep looking up. Keep wondering, keep dreaming of space whales.